Welcome back to another tutorial by MEA Technologies. Today we're going to be going through the network setup portion on your Emstone NVR. So I'm going to load up our NVR, which I've got set up here. And you see in the top right hand corner, I've already got an IP address. These are set up from the start to connect to a DHCP server and request the first available IP address from your modem or router. We generally set these up with static IPs because you don't want this changing on you within your internal or external network. You want to be able to connect directly back to this machine every time using the same details instead of you having to hunt around and find out what the IP address has changed to. So set up a static IP, we're going to go down into setup, we'll go into network. We're not going to play around with any of the port settings, streaming options or the dynamic DNS. We're going to click down into network interface and we can see our interfaces here. So we've only got one Ethernet port on this machine at the moment, but if you do have multiple, if you have two NICs, if you have a wireless card, whatever, you will see options for each one in this drop down box. You can also verify the one you're changing settings for using the MAC address if you need to. So you can see here we've got the method set up to automatic DHCP. I want to change that to manual static. And I know an address that we've got free that I want to set it up to is 192.168.1.76. This can be any free IP on your network that you want this recorder to be set up to. We're going to hit tab and they'll bring us over to the subnet mask. It automatically populates this to the most preferred one. And then we hit tab again and it'll automatically fill out the gateway. This is generally by default, it won't automatically pick up this information, but this is the default options. If you do have a different gateway address, be sure to enter it here. Mine's fine like this, so I'm going to leave it. My DNS is different though, so I will change that to 192.168.1.3. Again, make sure you're entering the right details. If you need to, probably contact your IT specialist to find out what details you need. Being an advanced recorder, we can also split this network up. So if I click these three buttons over here, I get two other options for addresses. If our network split up across the VLAN or anything like that, I can enter the details for the main IP address for the recorder. If you have your cameras on a different subnet or a different IP range, you can enter them here, up to 3 on the one NIC. So if you do have multiple NICs, you'd have up to 3 different options per one. I don't need to do any of this, but the options are there. So I'm going to click those 3 buttons again because I don't want to see them. I don't need to change any of the other options down here. I can see that my link speed is 1 gigabit per second. That's great. And my receive and transmit statistics are down the bottom. We don't have a camera connected, so I'm not expecting to see a lot of data pumping through the recorder itself. Once we do have a camera, depending on the setup of that camera, how its bitrate set up, how many cameras I have, this will change. If you are having network issues like connection drops or cameras are dropping in and out, check your receive/transmit statistics. Make sure it's all correct, that you're receiving the correct amount. We've seen customers before who have set up, instead of having it connected to a gigabit port, they've set it up to a 100 meg port and they have 100 cameras, 160 cameras, and they're running out of bandwidth. So your switch itself, you're going to make sure that your switch or router, whatever you have this connected to, can handle that data. We're going to click OK. You see at the top over here, it's gone blank, and we've picked up our new IP address. That's what we've set it up as. We're going to click OK one more time, and we're done. This has been another tutorial by MEA Technologies. Please subscribe and comment below, letting us know what other tutorials you'd like us to come out with, anything you need help with. You can also contact and visit our website on meatechnologies.com.au, and we'd like to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Bye.